It's hard to raise godly kids in a godless world. And if you're a parent, you know exactly what I mean. Our kids are bombarded with messages from school, TV, movies, social media, and even some churches that water down the truth of God's word so that it is not offensive to those who do and believe. They're told that there's no such thing as sin or that all religions are the same, but we know that this is not true. As believers, we must make sure our kids understand that there is only one way to heaven, and that way is through Jesus Christ. So here are 7 keys from the Bible every parent must know when raising their children. 1. Train them up in the way they should go. This is the first key to raising godly kids. It's found in Proverbs 22:6. It says, "Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it." As parents, it's our responsibility to teach our kids about God, His Word, and His plan for their lives. We need to make sure they understand the difference between right and wrong, good and evil. And we need to make sure they know that we serve a living God who loves them and has plans for their future. If we train our kids up in the way they should go, they'll be less likely to stray from the path when they get older. 2. Be an example. Our kids learn more from our actions than our words. If we want our kids to be godly, they need to see us living godly lives. This means being a good husband or wife, being a good parent, and being a good role model in the community. Our kids are watching us all the time, even when we think they're not. They notice our attitudes, our actions, and our choices. So we need to make sure we're living lives that are worthy of emulation. 3. Pray for them. Prayer is powerful, and if we want our kids to have a relationship with God, we need to pray for them regularly. We should pray for their salvation, for their guidance, and for their protection. We should also pray for wisdom as we're training them up in the way they should go. Prayer is the key that unlocks the power of God in our lives and in the lives of our children. So make it a priority to pray for your kids every day. 4. Don't be a hypocrite. Our kids can sense when we're being hypocritical. They can tell when our actions don't match our words. If we want our kids to take our spiritual advice, we need to be genuine in our faith. This means not just saying we're Christians so people won't think we're weird, but actually living like Christians. It means making time for God in our lives, even when it's inconvenient. It also means not giving into temptation when no one is looking. Our kids are watching us all the time, so we need to make sure we're being genuine in our faith. 5. Make it fun. It doesn't have to be boring. We can make learning about God and the Bible fun for our kids. There are lots of great resources available, like Bible storybooks, videos, games, and even apps. We can also make it fun by being enthusiastic ourselves. If we show our kids that we love God and that we find learning about Him to be exciting, then they'll be more likely to catch that passion from us. 6. Start early. We should start teaching our kids about God from the time they're very young. We can begin by reading them simple Bible stories and by singing them gospel songs. As they get older, we can start teaching them more advanced lessons, but it's never too early to start. The sooner we begin, the more time our kids will have to develop a relationship with God. And 7. Don't give up. It can be challenging to raise godly kids in a godless world. There will be times when it feels like we're making no progress. But we need to remember that God is in control. We need to keep praying, keep setting a good example, and keep teaching our kids about God. It may not always feel like it, but we are making a difference. Raising godly kids in a godless world is not easy, but it's definitely possible. By following these 7 keys from the Bible, we can set our kids up for success. Let's commit to training up our children in the way they should go. Let's commit to being examples for them to follow. Let's commit to praying for them and never giving up on them. If you agree, let me know in the comments section. And if you want to know more about how to raise godly kids, stay tuned for more videos like this one. Thanks for watching. Have a great day and see you next time.